I looked at the tape too.
Which tape? Oh, the vid lesson? Not the not the vid lesson.
The rough cut.
Yeah, the rough cut.
I thought that was pretty good actually. Yeah.
I want to redo range theory of chambers in the snake.
Yeah. Well, you know, one thing I did notice, your rapport with Ian is much cleaner than it is with, much less staccato than it was with, what's his name?
Lester.
Lester, yes. And so I was just, anyway, practicing.
But the instructional material with Lester, what'd you think?
You know, I thought it was good. The problem is the lighting. I just thought it didn't work as well as when you were indoors. Honestly, because there was too much shadow across your face, and I thought it just kind of was distracting, if anything.
Okay.
But indoors, I thought it was pretty good, actually. I mean, both the pattern on both was pretty good. I mean, your pattern, your stick movement was not bad.
Well, I've been trying to improve over the years.
It looked very good.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Rare praise indeed. So, talk up here. This actually may become actual genuine footage.
Oh, yeah?
This is you on the cusp of your return after a 2-year layoff.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's going through your head?
What's going through my head?
You know, hold on 1 second. I want to tap this light. Keep going.
Well, one of the things that goes through my head was, how much does the long layoff affect me? And the main thing I'm concerned about is my wind. You know, I'm not so concerned about the endurance and the ability to take a shot, because I know once I'm in there, that's never an issue. Because, what the hell are you doing it for if you're not in it for a little bit? I just want to make sure I'm in that kind of dominant mood,
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why I'm swinging this pipe. Oh, I gotta get this 4, 5, 6. I want to get that backhand really strong. 1, 2.
I got an email from Arlen. I haven't had a chance to read the whole thing. It was about some word writ and, that type stuff that martial art mailing list stuff. But he said he's coming.
Yeah, I heard.
Good. So,
I told him to bring
the
gang.
Yeah, and time for him to be ringmaster.
Fine.
Now, I'm busy that day, you're busy that day. Let him have the merriment of being ringmaster. If he wants to fight on top of that, feel free, Arlen.
Well, I'll tell you what's going to happen.
What?
It'll be you and me going out to shake the bushes to see how many little birds we can come out to fly. Because...
Did I tell you Big Irv's not coming?
Yeah, boy, that was fun. That was the funniest story I've ever heard. But a good one. It was legit. I'd say, okay, if I had to hear one, that'll fly.
To the Scream Digest mailing list, I sent in this thing, top 10 reasons that you and I have heard for people not stick fighting.
You did?
And that was, sort of the David Letterman parody.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Says, things like, my girlfriend doesn't want me to do this, my mother doesn't want me to do this, my girlfriend has helped me understand that I don't want to do this. All 3 of those were Ed's, by the way. But the number 1 reason was, I got bit by a Redondo Beach police dog. And my lawyer doesn't want me videoed doing anything active.
Yeah, I mean, how do you argue with that?
It'd be hard to claim physical impairment.
Didn't come out, yeah.
Do you remember there was that race up the that they used to have up the World Trade Center in New York, up the stairs?
Yeah.
And the guy who won it was some disabled fireman?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
He lost his disability pension. Won the race, but lost the disability pension.
I remember.
Double-digit IQ.
Six. Figures if I can get my basics. I've been working just on the basics, 9 and 10. My footwork actually has been pretty good. The tire throwing is also in line. And I lied to Arlen. Told him I wasn't throwing a tire, but I am.
Used to be you guys lied to each other
Constantly.
an exaggeration. Now the lie is and you're understating what you're doing.
Well, I told him, I said, I'm not going to really work that hard. I may grab a little bit, but I'm starting to get more and more into the couch and the TV. And a beer now and then seems to do me pretty good. I said, you do it too, Arlen. And he said, there's this long pause. and there was this, okay. I could tell he wasn't quite going for it yet. I could feel a nibble on the hook, and then the fish went away. I said, I have to work on some of my delivery next time. But 1, 2. When I first started this, I just did it 5 times. So I work up to 10. Each thing, and then go down to the light stick. That one there. 4. Don't try this at home. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This is after going 3 rounds with Rico. Jesus.
Well, I'm impressed.
I should not have let him give me that last one. I just kind of fell into his strength. I didn't realize that was the move. He told me afterwards, he says,
he was a white belt, and Higgin let him go to the world champion. He's the world champion, open division blue belt.
I know.
And that's what he did. He just throws them down and rips their head off.
Well, I got out of 2 of his things pretty quickly, and was on his back most of the time. And then, but because he didn't have a gi top on, I kept slipping. And Pete, I guess he's doing some match that they don't wear a top.
I think I overheard Higgins say he's going to wear some sort of gi when he goes into the UFC.
Higgin is?
Yeah, because he wants it as an anti-slip device.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. He might be maybe like one of those Sambo ones with the shirt.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see it. I got a bump here now. That's stupid. Alright, anyway, so what are we doing here next? This one here. Yeah, this is feeling good.
So you're going to be fighting single or double?
Probably single. I don't know many people who's going to do double with me. Whatever,
There's a guy coming who was making noise about either Boken or Chennai and or whip. I have not heard back from Tom Meadows on the whip.
Even he doesn't. He's not up to it.
Yeah, Tom's done.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Although he had his day.
Yeah, I mean, we'll all be done someday.
True,
we may be already and just not know it.
Yeah, really.
Who knows? But
Oh, I meant to do
that. I'm going through my perennial edge of retirement thing.
Yeah.
I'm getting hit by my guys in sparring.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Well, I'm not dialing it up. I think I still have that extra gear where it makes the difference, but
yeah. Whoops. Whew. This thing gets heavier every year. Alright, now for the floor shudders. Alright. Ooh. Remember Leo used to have us do, 20 minutes with a pipe like that, and then another 20 minutes with another weight, and another weight, and another weight. And then you finally pick up your stick. And he said the goal was to pick it up, when you touch it, it should feel like paper when you pick it up. And it's starting to feel good.
Come on, old man.
What? Oh, yeah. I've always wanted to... I don't know if I'd ever fight with this thing.
Oh, that'd be too vicious.
Nah, you can get past this.
Now, if you have someone who utterly challenges it, but, someone who gets hit out in the last quarter of that, the pain is just going to be...
Oh, it'll rip.
Yeah, the pain will incapacitate.
Sounds pretty nasty, though.
If you ever had anybody give you an experimental tap with that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tag someone with the outer quarter of that length, and towards the tip. Doesn't matter where, the pain's going to be extreme.
Or switch it when you have it in your hand. Break the wall.
Yeah, especially now that it's been fixed, the walls have been painted, and the landlord has told us we have to move.
What?
The landlord's told us we have to move. He wants to move back in.
What a prick. Alright, I'm done. I'm ready for a protein shake. Feet are warming out. Or repo.
Moro. Ooh.
If I figure out that amount of workout, I'm going to have a little bit of a break.
Yes, indeed. Well,
I need to write your check.
Well, I have good news for you.
Oh.
I have a check for you.
Whoa. Alright. You do?
Yes, I do. The royalty check.
Yeah, right.
They're getting smaller.
Well, that's what we expected.
So, any word? Say hi to the boys and girls at home. Hold on. Any?
I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
So it sounds like I'm going to have to reshoot that whole fucking first tape. If you don't like the light, you're the second person to comment the outdoor lighting didn't work.
Yeah. Well, you looked at it enough times. I'm sure you see the shadow on your face. Your muscle tone looks good, but unfortunately, what it does, you get. All the cuts. Oh, hang on. All the cuts on your here look good, but the way the sun hits, it puts a shadow, and it's beyond.
I also thought Fran sat a bit far back most of the time. I would have liked to have seen more.
Oh yeah.
Shots where the features of my face could be intelligible occasionally.
Yeah, that wasn't. I didn't think that was so bad because I like the ambiance you had at the gym, but the thing about the shadow just didn't do it for me. And honestly, your rapport with Lester is not as clean as it is with
Ian.
It is not. It's just clear. Ian just was like your second skin.
I had people compliment me on Lester. I've sent this around to about 6 or 7 people, and several people commented, that they thought Lester looked good.
He did, but when I compare him to Ian, I think Ian looked better. Ian doesn't look physically as good as Lester, to be honest with you. But Ian, your language, your fluidity with him was much. It was just so natural the way you flew. Remember that time when we were doing the triangle at one point? And I just go in like this, and it was a total spontaneous moment. And it was so beautiful because I just like this and just.
I said, I saw what was happening. You had the 2 sticks down, you put the third one, and I said he's going to need a stick, and so I was there. and you looked at, and it came.
I mean, it was just like there was this synchronicity between us that just hit perfectly.
Well, you work together on a project for a year, and you get rapport.
Man, you should have seen this hole I put through at home. I mean, I was just whipping the stick, just vroom, 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 and all the little whoop like this. And then, that's something I tell my kids never to do in the house. Do not throw the ball in the house. You'll break the glass. So what does Dad do Easter night after putting the bunny trails on the floor? I'm like, I'm feeling a little frisky. So I pick it up, whoo, whoo. I won't do it here. Whoo, Mark, I'm wearing, whoo, whoo. I mean, I just like that time when we were at your place in Long Beach, whoo, and it just went out, and it went right through the glass like that. I mean, it was this big, thick, full sliding glass door, the thick kind you can't run through.
Oy vey.
And it went right through it, out into the yard, about, 10 feet into the yard, and glass. It's not the safety glass. It was the very unsafe glass. Shattered everywhere. And there was a hole, like this big, perfect, except with one little pane that was kind of dink, 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 like this, and cracked there, looked like an earthquake. Looked like it was a drive-by golfing is what it looked like. So, someone got on top of the car with a putter and just like that, and just drilled the house. It was a beautiful shot. I heard like this pop, and Paula was with one of her girlfriends outside. She came, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did this. And she goes, what did you break? And I'm like, well, you're not going to believe this. And then she came and goes, oh my God, you idiot, you're paying for it. I mean, after oh my God, it was, you're paying for it. Okay, no argument. There's no argument over that. But it felt good because I was really got that whipping into it thing. And I said, well, if I could do that, it was, of course, a perfect shot. Right through the glass. I mean, it was just, you could see how the stick went through perfectly like this. And the hole, like I said, was only this big, so you knew good technique involved. And just, whoo, like this. I thought, that's the kind of stick shot I want when I'm fighting someone. So even if it slips out, I'll impale him in the eye. Whew. Well, anyway, I'm feeling pretty good about this coming up event here. I think it's time to reestablish Dog Brothers as Dog Brothers.
Yeah, well.
I mean, it's nice for the young pups to come along and let them feel the roast, but you know what? Frankly, a lot of them need to be put in their place. And know what the old guard had to go through. It's easy now fighting out there because we broke the ice. You know how hard, I won't swear so we can play this at home for our children in the future, but you know how hard it was to do this in the beginning? We were social outcasts. We were hunted down like Frankenstein in the movie, the villagers, the torches and the pitchforks. There's the stick fighter. Like this. And so, but now, try doing the stick fighting at our age, and you have a family and a house payment, and then, when you can do all this, then, my son, you are a man. So anyway, that's it.
So anybody in who's you're thinking of in particular?
Fighting?
Yeah.
Anybody with an attitude that I need to adjust.
Well, anybody you're thinking of?
Well, I want to get a few rounds with Arlen. I want to get a few rounds with Arlen, at least one fight with Arlen, at least one fight with Mike, at least one fight with Jeff. So.
Is Jeff coming? Have you called him?
I tried calling him. I spoke to Arlen. Arlen said he is coming and that his head is straight and whatever. Okay, so I said, okay, then I'll talk when he gets here.
I gave him the "you'll always be a candidate" speech. Don't you want to be a dog brother?
Oh, to Jeff?
Yeah, so I pulled out all the stops.
Woo, boy. Man, no level is too low if the price is high enough. But anyway, so he has, he said he was coming up. Arlen said that was the idea. And let's see, after that, I don't know. It's too bad Irv's not fighting, but next time. Mm-hmm. Great story. And who was the one you were telling me about?
Felix. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So.
I recorded a couple of his fights, so we can.
Oh, good. Yeah, I want to check him out because I don't know, it just seems that it's time to just reestablish a few things. You know, I've been doing a lot of grappling, but that's not really what I have intended to do. I intend to stick fight. I intend to grapple too, but my point being on the ground. You know, I was watching the UFC 16, and these guys getting them out, they're not hitting. Much as I dislike Tank Abbott, he did bring up a good point. So these guys getting them out, and they're not hitting. They get them out, and they're just, I don't know what they're doing. I said, yeah, when you get up when you get them out on somebody, man, you get them out there, you just start driving the nails with your fist in that guy's head. Believe me, the last thing that guy wants to do is push you off. He's got to protect his head. And then you go for the armbar if it's there. But after you establish a couple of right in the old bullseye. So that is a few things we need to settle out as well. And I think Mike needs to see the. I'll try it on him.
Which Mike?
Mike Thornby.
I think he's still recovering from knee surgery.
Is it? Oh,
well, I mean, he wasn't able to come to the video shoot because of his knee surgery.
Right, well, that's true. That's true. Well,
so he's not quite ready for
prime time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then whoever's there, you know, I mean, if it's someone like John Salter, I want to do stick fighting pretty much all the way through because that's something I think he would benefit from. He wouldn't benefit really from me taking him to the ground. You know, but I think it would be mutually beneficial for us to go out there and, you know, and play a little chess game really for that because
he's got good broken rhythm timing.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
He gets a lot of people. In knife sparring, he nicks me. Not, you know, I regard knife sparring as one of my weakest areas, but he nicks me quite a bit in knife sparring. There's a broken rhythm thing. Did you know he used to race motorcycles at 140 miles an hour?
No, I didn't.
John's full of surprises.
I'm impressed. I like John. I mean, you talk about a guy who shows a lot of grit. Yeah, that to me really epitomizes the spirit of a man.
That's
right. Really.
That's right.
You know, which we have a lot lacking in this day and age. I might add, we have not so much the emancipation of women, but the feminization of men. You know, it's not so much this as it is just this.
Right on. Well said. I'm going to steal that. I'm going to steal that.
Hey, by all means, go for it. Well, I'm done. Sorry I can't do more, but after all, I was going with a 290-pound 20-year-old for 3 rounds that Higgin and Pete said that I should go with.
Yes, the world champion blue belt open division.
Yeah, who got me in the last round finally because I'm old and tired. And also, I had gone through one of Higgins' I want to whip everybody in shape moods.
Well, he's fighting in the UFC, so of course everyone has to be in equal shape.
Well, we all had to fight him tonight, too. So that was the other thing.
Did he start doing that leg lock stuff on you?
No, he didn't do that.
He's got some slick leg lock moves he's been playing with.
Well, yeah, I mean, that to go along with his other slick moves. That I was watching him, he reminds me, he's a little bit more Jean-Jacques tonight, the way he grappled, than Higgin that I remember.
Well, he's come down in weight a bit. So, which I think...
I think that's a good move.
Yeah, he was up at 228. I think he's about 215 now.
Yeah, I think 210, 215 is a good weight for him.
Yeah.
228's thick.
Yeah. I mean, he was enjoying being big and hulking about, but, the wind wasn't there.
No.
I mean, think of how big he was when we took him with us to the SEALs.
He was 185.
Yeah. So, you put 30 pounds on a man. 40 pounds. We're looking at 40 pounds at the level of aerobic demand.
Yeah, the frame isn't designed to handle that.
Well,
I mean, it can, but not to peak performance.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a 210, 215 type fighter, peaked out, and I think that's his weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, to do that. I'd be interested to see how he's fighting. He said May 15th.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be good. Okay, well, let me take a shower.
Very good.
Thank you. So that's done. This is cool. Well, that's what a.
You arrived.
I know. I mean,
being mentioned in the same breath as Hicks and Gracie.
I know. I'm like, whoa. That's neat. Seeing Hicks and Gracie compete in Japan Open Vale Tudo, seeing Erica now stick fight an opponent to the ground, or seeing a boxer come back to win after getting knocked down shows grace under pressure, the ability to remain calm under the worst circumstances. It looks simple because they have been in that situation so often. Wow. Now I feel I have something to show my grandkids. In the same line, I mean, comma, seeing Eric Knaus, stick fight. I mean, right. Oof. That goes on the webpage.
I will notify Pretty Kitty.
Yes, notify.
Well, then you better leave that with me.
Then I will leave that with you. Yes, that's great. That's quite an endorsement. And this guy is, who now about the other? Eric Peterman teaches martial arts in Cape Town, South Africa. I mean, it's about as far as it gets on this planet without leaving it. 10 universal truths about the martial. And that was under the heading of Nothing Beats Experience. Boy, that's for sure. Huh. Amazing. This black belt.
Show us the cover.
Who is that on the cover?
And you're mentioned right next to him.
I know, isn't that hot? Jeez. Be sure and show that to all those who need to have it shown to.
I'll wave it around down at Jiu-Jitsu tomorrow.
Oh, well, I wait a minute. Hold it. Wrong group. All right, I'm out of here. You're going to put me in the email.
Yeah.